Yo, what is up, y'all? Welcome to Best of 2024 Watch, where we play the latest games in search of the greatest games of the year. Today we are typing in Best of 2024 Watch in the little corner. There we go. Today we are playing a couple different cozy indie games. We're starting with Snufkin Melody of Moominvalley. We're also going to get to Summerhouse and Potions, A Curious Tale, not necessarily in that order. So let's just get into it. Let me know if the, oh, hello? Now my controller doesn't want to go. Should I? Don't turn on the PlayStation. Don't turn on the PlayStation. Let me unplug it and plug it back in. Or, actually, you know what? I think it's just that. Aha! Got it. Let me know. Okay, remember that if you can push an item, you can also pull it. Let me know if the volume is too low for y'all. Because I did drop the music quite a bit. I'll miss you terribly, Snufkin. Are you sure you need to go? I don't know how they sound. It's autumn. It's time I'll be on my way. Besides, you Moomins will be sleeping all winter. I know, but promise you'll be back? I'll be back in spring, as always. Then I'll be waiting for you here on the bridge, as always. Goodbye, Moomin Troll. See you in the spring. I'm going for like a, you know, like a grisly, like chain smoking adventurer. Look at those little heels I got. Inspired by the stories of Tove Jansson, or yeah, Tove, right? I think it's Tove. Published by Raw Fury. Okay, I'm not gonna read all the little things. The title card credits. I wonder if this will be one of those, like, I don't even realize I've started playing until they stop moving. Oh, it might be. Oh no, here it goes. I'm getting close to Moominvalley. I guess it's me going back in the spring, like I said. Oh my god, he's gonna be fucking dead. Hold on. Can't wait to meet Moomin Troll again. He should have woken from his winter slumber by now. He's fucking dead. I know it. New caress, reuniting with your friend. When spring arrives, Moomin Troll can always be found on the bridge. Okay, now this is me. This is me. This is all me. Boom. Look at that fucking smooth ass movement. Look at that. Snufkin, the best Swede. So with Snufkin, does anyone know in the chat, like, about the Moomins? Like, did you watch or read the Moomins? Like, I don't actually know. Like, I was talking to, again, we talked about this episode on Indie Council. Shout out to Jill for being the... I forgot if Jenny also played this game. But Jill was the one that at least initially brought it up. And I believe Jill has a review over on the Indie Informer if you want more thoughts on this game. But also, I'm excited because this game is apparently only 5 hours long. So I'm like, that sounds good. Is it... Hello? Who's there? Yikes. Strange. Phew. That was close. Oh, you can jump with X. Okay. But yeah, I didn't like watch these cartoons or read the books and all that, so I don't like. Is Snufkin always in here? Is this like am I a character in the lore, or am I like am I new for this game? Okay. Some nice little indicators too with where you can jump when you like sort of press the joystick towards an area. Notice you don't get it here, so I'm guessing it's too far of a jump, but you can go here, so I can probably go around. Cool. The sort of layering of the foreground, background kind of reminds me of if you guys played Old Man's Journey, a game that at first I was like, man, this is like not that interesting. And then I gave it another shot and I was like, actually, pretty nice game. Hello, who are you? Too scared to talk. What a strange little creature. I'm so scared for if my friend's gonna be here or not. Get it together. Just walk up and say hello. Ahem, you must be the great Snufkin. Hello, who are you? Oh, nobody has ever asked me that before. I guess I'm too small and useless to have a name. Okay, so we have this fucking pick-me rat or whatever. Everybody deserves to have a name. I let go of the chain smoker voice. We're just gonna be regular. Do you really mean that? Maybe you could help me find a name. Oh, I'm kind of on my way to meet an old friend. My old friend Moomin Troll. That's okay, I can tag along. I can even show you around these parts. Ah. Find a suitable name for this peculiar creature. Okay. Hit up to do the quest log. There's like a really nice touch in the audio design in this game. It's very subtle, but like, hold on, like listen to this. I don't know if y'all could hear that, but it's like the satisfying kind of, it's like a little toggle sound. It's very nice. Cool, reuniting with a friend. The name is Creature. Like the UI. Very pleasing to the eye. Yes, that's exactly what I was just thinking. Yeah, it's so funny. Hey, what's the hurry? Should I just follow them? They seem distressed. Nah, I don't think they... Okay. You know what this OST... And I don't know if this is like... So I'm playing in streamer mode, which implies that there is, you know, licensed music that I won't be hearing during this session that I'm streaming for y'all. Even more enemies leaving the valley. Before I talk about this otter, sad but understandable. Wait, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, so I don't know if this would be licensed music instead of what we're hearing now. But the music and the vibe of this reminds me of like if you go in to get a massage somewhere, they're like playing this kind of soft music. This is like, I feel like what they would play in a spa. What's bothering them? Should I follow? If you discover a leak, do you follow the flow of the water? Or do you track it back to the source? Go to where they came from. Your answer is probably there. Interesting. Hi, Jane. Just want to say fuck Chadley. Absolutely. Welcome in, Scrubby. So Snufkin is finally back. At least some things remain the same. I just have this feeling. Okay, we got a little bit of climbing. Got some climbing action. Very inoffensive climb, but also you don't have much of a feeling to it. It feels the same as doing any other action in the game. Pick up objects. To pick something up, press square, then press it again and put it down. Okay. Simple enough. Aha. Okay, cute. Really good sound design work in this. Maybe you could play me a tune. Yeah, sure. I'm not really inspired. Man, look. You can't just wait for inspiration to strike, alright? Oh, I didn't notice that this was climbable. they have like a slight white marking that kind of indicates, if you guys can see that. It's like a little bit of a shading there. I wonder if I can... No, because I can't climb with the rocks. Oh, but I have these. Aha! Okay, yes. Indeed. Can I just like, just for funsies? I think the kind of drawing and spacing also reminds me a bit of Oxenfree. But unlike Oxenfree, I do think you move like pretty quickly. By pressing and holding square, I'm moving. Okay. Yeah, I like the speed at which you move. That friendly old chap could help us. Try playing your harmonica for him. Ooh. I hope you brought your harmonica. He looks scary, but he's really friendly, just like me. Okay, how do I use my harmonica? Okay. This is a very warm bath of a video game. Shoot, but I didn't check out everything on the other side. Oh, can I just like maybe just go already to him? Wait, come back. How do I get back? No, come back. Even though I don't think it's that intensive like an exploratory game, like it seems pretty chill. But in my mind, I'm like, I gotta discover everything. Oh, not enough inspiration. You don't seem inspired enough to play for the creeps yet. What a choice of words. Maybe we should look for inspiration. Okay. Only thing I don't like about that is the cutoff of the song is a little harsh. It's like, you know, that seems like that's probably my inspiration. Try running through that bush. That bush seemed packed with it. A little weird though for like the inspiration to just be the bush. Like I think that's a little like, Would have liked to see more done with that, but also this is the first few minutes of the game. Maybe they expand on that idea. Again, these are just very introductory things. Yeah, Wandersong vibes. I could see that. I actually have never played Wandersong, but I know the energy it evokes. Small creature, those bushes look inspiring. A bit hard to reach though. Try getting the bird to help you by playing for it. To make it fly in circles. Oh, you can like yeet him over. Interesting. It's like, oh, it's so weird. Let me see. We're outsourcing inspiration. Is there any more inside these? No, okay. Not nearly the same in, like, not with aesthetics, activities, or, like, a lot of other things, but something about, like, the vibes, to me, are evocative of Toem as well. It's, like, kind of simple situations. Oh, shoot, I didn't really read that. I think it's just telling you how to push and pull. So cute. There, try getting it to follow. Eureka. Ah. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice little time. Need help? Not with carrying, but like moral support. Let's think. So we have this guy. It shows 2 of them. Like I need 2 of them? They also give me these rocks though. That's gotta be for something. Do I need to get the other guy back here? Can he climb up? I don't think he can, but... Oh, I can't even throw this down, actually. I wonder if I have to like find more of them. Like maybe that's why they have like the ability to, because why would I push and pull this? Can I like, oh no, you can't move it any other way. It only goes this way. So run through these. Okay, well the answer's got to be where I already am then. There's no other spot to go. Do I just make a pile of rocks and then I climb up to the pile of rocks? Oops. I don't think you can do that. Yeah, it doesn't let you do that. What? Huh. Not me stuck in this chill game. I bet Snufkin exercises. Is there anything a Snufkin can't do? Oh, it's just talking about me. Okay, these are obviously like infinite, so I don't think this is bringing me anywhere. Yeah, and then you try to put that and it doesn't work. I thought maybe I could pick him up and like put him there, but... What? Wait, oh, here we go. I was like, where do I need to go? I was so confused. Can I not? I guess, hold on. The babbling brook. So hold on, can I bring this with me? Probably. Can I bring this with me? Oh, no. It's such a short distance. Can I... Nah, because the other guy doesn't have like a little symbol. Okay, we're getting warmer though. Can I like put these back because I kind of made a mess with these. you really can't use the rock? Oh, you know... Oh, no, because I was like, oh, I still need to stack, like, rocks here to be able to just, like... Cause I'm like, I could jump from rock to rock, but... Excuse me, can I... Oh, you can do that, though. Okay, yeah. Cool. This makes sense. Now it's making sense. You gotta be on this to, like, have the height to... Yeah, yay! Okay. Perfect. Yay! We figured it out. We got it together. Nice. Save me from the monster. Monster? Where? Monster, you mean the spider? Oh, that hurts. Maybe you are the monsters here. Ooh. Another sneeze. Ooh, okay. Cool. So he's good now, yes? Bullies, I was here first. Now I feel kind of bad. Is there anything I can do? I think there's a real possibility nothing could ever make me happy again. Not even a butterfly. A sweet, delicious butterfly. Oh. I'm free. On to new adventures. Everyone's happy except the spider. Alright. Oh, no. No. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there it goes. Here's a butterfly for you. Sorry for upsetting you. It's too late, Mr. Buttons. I already did it. We both stepped out of line. You the most, by far. Well, thanks, I guess. But now you're forgiven. Now leave me to my butterfly. No. Oh. I had to. It was for the game. I also do enjoy a game that allows you to sort of just do things and like the pieces kind of connect or become clear as you go. Kind of self-paced. like a... I don't know, not like... I guess like slightly not chronological. But never mind, they are friends, thank God. I mean... I don't think they're friends. Unfortunately, Mr. Buttons. I think that spider's definitely going to eat that butterfly, but... Maybe this is supposed to be like a kid-friendly game. So they want to show like the violence of the situation. Ew. Gross. Gross. Delicious to describe his friend. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so now we gotta get like our little buddies. It might be a good time for that second coffee of the day, I think. As friends do. We got one buddy. Stack. Let's finish exploring this little corner. But yeah, it's chill. It's not, you know, groundbreaking. But I don't really have any complaints, I don't think. I think my only gripe is like running through bushes to get inspiration feels like a little bit like overly convenient. I don't think it doesn't seem to like evoke inspiration, so I feel like they just kind of needed a way for you to like gather these, and it was the thing that kind of fit the best in what was already constructed or in the general environment that they have the game take place in. But other than that, yeah, it's just a nice little game. Just a lovely little time. The writing's a little cheeky too, which I wasn't expecting, which I quite enjoy. Let's see. I do think as much as I feel like running through the bushes isn't that interesting of a tie-in to inspiration, I do like games that reward you for doing the things that gamers like to do, which this isn't. Running through bushes is not nearly as satisfying as breaking pots, but they're both kind of in that same vein of just like doing something to do it kind of thing. Rules in nature? Who would do something like that? More signs? They don't belong here. No apple, no water banana? No smoking. Okay. That makes more sense. That's a pipe. That's a pipe. Yo, if this character's wearing an Apple Watch, the freaking watch is going like off the charts. Like all the rings are getting close today. What's this? Who would ruin the scenery this way? Something is terribly wrong. I can feel it. The first parts are just water bananas. Exactly. Like, what is this? What are we looking at here? Because the other one's like apples. Breath of the Wild's influence. No, I mean a lot of games have you look at a vista. Whoa, splash screen. Let's go. Loading. Use R2 to play music. That's kind of cute. It could a little something to do during the load screen. No looking? No looking and no liking. No walking. No no shoes. No apples. No shoes again. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think these signs say. I think it says no shoes. Is someone else playing the thing? Maybe it's my friend. My friend who's definitely alive and not dead. What's that over there? Remember, you are doing very important work here. Sir, yes, sir. Remind me again what my job was? You must uphold these rules at all times, 24/7. We're building the Valley of the Future here. What about bathroom breaks? Hello? Yeah, Jill says she almost named her review of this game Snufkin Fuck the Police. So I'm very intrigued to see how this goes. Halt! I need you to watch this park while I'm off on business. We'll see about that. Remove all 3 signs to get rid of the police officers and restore nature. Yay! What a good lesson to teach kids. I was sure there were some rules here. Oh well, better go find some rules to uphold elsewhere. And it's that easy to abolish the police. Just like that. So if I remove the rules, police officers leave. Let's get rid of the rest of this park. The rest in this park, sorry. Nature is healing. This is nature is healing the game. So this is like no smelling. I think it's a nose. Another hideous park blocking my way. Or a hideous sign, right? No camping. No tea drinking. And no smoking, I think. Snufkin? Yeah. I think I have a cousin that dresses like this. Oh, because you're Snuffy McKee? If anything happens to this nameless creature, I'll kill everyone in this game. Oh, hey, what's up, Jill? I was telling people about your review and your words on Indie Council and all that good stuff. Locked. We should look for a key. Well, in most games, the key is conveniently, like, buried somewhere. Woo woo! She's upset. One of her ducklings seems to be stuck over there. Oh my god, it's the Indie Informer? Maybe there are more, poor thing. Woo! Woo woo! What's that? It's a sad woo, I guess. Woo. Woo woo. Don't worry, I'll keep you company while the heroic Snufkin saves your ducklings. Hope the lost baby birds. Hey, baby! What you doing over there? Reminds me of those old watercolor children's books. Pip pip! Hooray! Yay! Here's your baby. Reunite with her mother. What a joy. She still seems upset. Maybe there are more ducklings around. Oh, here's one of your babies, I guess. Gonna look for the other babies. Gotta look for the other babies. Oh god! Oh my god! Oh, thank god. I thought it was fucking crushed by the log. The IP started out as an illustrated book, I think, or animation, every which. I feel like it was a book first? I don't know. Yeah, a reminder, the Moomins is like an IP. It's kind of like, not literally like this, but it's like how Garfield exists. It's if there's a Garfield game, it's like, you know, y'all know, like Snoopy, like that kind of stuff. Like, tonally, it's not like Garfield or Snoopy, but it's just like, if you know Garfield or Snoopy, like, okay, imagine but Moomins. You had to bring its lifelessness Life is broken body back to the mom. Yeah, can you imagine? Mario 64 would have been totally different if the penguin showed up dead. Okay, let's keep looking. Bitch, let me get... It's this corner. Let me get my inspo. It is in the bushes. It's got everything I want and need. Okay. Hello, baby. Me. Pip pip. Hello. It's a long ass fucking walk. Y'all couldn't put these more in the middle? Okay. Apparently ran his books and commentaries between 1945 and 93. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Like how old it is. Board. Titi. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. What a wonderful sound. Teety. That sounds way too close to another word. I moved to tears. Maybe that could be your... Oh my god, bitch! Why is that gotta be your name? Someone tell me how I'm supposed to pronounce that, because... Sorry, my mouse fell on the ground. Like, come on now. You know how? Teety? The sidekick with the enterprise. Ta. Yeah, I guess you just. Oh, TT. TT's better than TD. It's a subtle difference. But TT, okay, TT. That makes me so happy. How about TT Woo? It's getting worse. A happy start with a sad tale. This was a Snufkin? Well, no wonder you can't name people. Your name's fucking Snufkin, okay? It's not exactly a banger name. Happy, sad, and beautiful, like life itself. I love it. I shall no longer be I knew some bitch was just fucking... This key was, like, hiding. This is a big-ass key. Time for some fucking stealth. How will they handle the stealth in this game? Let's see. So far, it's pretty chill. Again, I wouldn't say like, oh wow, this is like banger stealth, like combat or something. But for me in a game like this, where it's like a stealth moment, but not a stealth game, sweet and simple is the name of the game for me in these situations. And I feel like this is that. It's like, okay, if you've played any game, you can kind of figure out how to do this. You've done this before. It's chill. This is way less intense than the example I'm gonna give, but I'm like, and this is a game where it's like the, you know, the freaking 5 or 6 out of 10 that you love, like a 10 out of 10. I would say I love it that hard. That's a little dramatic, but there's a game, let me pause in case they end up looking at me. There's a game I really enjoy. I haven't beaten it yet. I started it like a long time ago, like a year ago, called Serial Cleaners. It's the follow-up to Serial Cleaner, and you're just going around and cleaning up like after the mob or after criminals, and you're like cleaning up a crime scene like on the low while they're investigating it. So like it's a bit of stealth and also like cleaning, and it's not like an incredible game by any means. It's not like it's bad, but it's just like, you know, if I had to score it and review it, like I probably would get like, you know, a 2 out of 5, a 3 out of 5 would be like a bit of a, not a stretch, but it's like, that's the highest I would give it on a 5 scale. On a 10 scale, it'd probably be more like a 6. I don't know if it cracks 7. It's like fine, right? It's an okay game. But it's just so fun. Like I love basic stealth sometimes. And I will say Serial Cleaners stealth is more involved, like much more involved than this, because there's like a lot of like, you know, more maneuvering and things like that. But it has like similar like vibes in terms of like they each have like a cone of sight that the gameplay is based around. We're getting real cute with it. Oh, I forgot I could hide in that bush. That would have been better. Yeah, and the thing I was trying to say on Indie Council is this section specifically reminds me of part of Mineku's Night Market, specifically the area of the demo that I had played. Never ended up actually playing the full game of that, but this feels better than that did. Oh, he's just stunned. Okay, it's building a little bit. Again, I don't think I need this to be like hard either. It's like, okay, like it's a cute little series of tasks. I think another big question is like, how does a game like this handle failure? I'm not gonna fail on purpose because I might fail. Okay, it's time of the key. Thanks. I might fail naturally, so I don't feel the need to fail on purpose at this exact moment. But I'm curious, like, if you fail, like, do you go all the way back to the beginning? You know, where does it save your progress? This time by the key, or good eye, good eye. I was definitely gonna forget that. Let me see something real quick. Whoop! Sorry. Almost dropped my LaCroix. I'm just looking at, like, Capital One's like, oh, $5 on Apple. What is that? Oh, it's probably my, I have a paid subscription to a podcast that I listen to at night. It's a Nothing Much Happens podcast. It's like a bedtime story, and it's very effective. Usually knocks me like right out. Like I fall asleep within minutes. And in general, like it's very easy for me to sleep. I am a very quick to fall asleep, stay asleep, can sleep anywhere. Sleeping is kind of my superpower. But last night, for some reason, I like didn't fall asleep for like a while. Like at least 30 minutes. According to my app that like tracks my sleep, I didn't fall asleep for an hour, which is so unusual for me. I know, that's why I speak so highly of it, because I know like if you struggle with sleep, like sleep just totally permeates everything in your life because you need the rest to like really function. So like not being able to get rest, that's tough.
Yeah.
AHV, thanks for the sub with Prime. I appreciate it. So like I get that like me being able to fall asleep, like there people would kill for that. And that's not even counting the people that have like straight up insomnia and other, you know, sleep disorders and things that can be so disruptive. Having known people that deal with that. Oop. We're going for a bit of a speed run now. We're zooming. We're zooming with the movements. Okay, little wall here. There's a place to climb here. Okay, cool. Ta-da. Yeah, my hubby has insomnia. I feel bad that I can sleep sometimes so easily. What is the app? I'm actually sleepy right now. So drifting in and out of focus. The app is called, so the app I use that tracks my sleep is called Sleep Cycle. Unfortunately, I do believe they've gone more of the paid subscription model. I don't know if they have a free version at this point. And the reason I don't really know what's up with that is because I bought the app many, many years ago, like 5 to 10 years ago. And they sort of have grandfathered me into the main bit of the app. They still like ask me like, oh, if you pay, you can get even more featured. And I'm like, no, I'm good. So, I have like kind of an in-between of the paid version. And again, I don't know if they even have a free version. Super cool. I like it for tracking my sleep. It tells me how long it took me to fall asleep. If I get up, snoring, other things, talking in your sleep, stuff like that. I honestly use it mostly for the smart alarm, which I think I was told Apple Watch, also has that, where it does the smart wake up, where you say, I want to wake up at 8, and it'll wake you up between 7:30 and 8 at the time it's easiest to pull you out of sleep. Lucky I love being grandfathered and things like that. Yeah, same. And then the thing I use to fall asleep at this point, and I really, really like it a lot, even though, again, it's easy for me to fall asleep, but this just really helps. And I found that it helps Isaiah fall asleep, because he doesn't fall asleep as easily as me. Like, he doesn't struggle with sleep, like, at the insomnia level, but if anyone's going to be awake, it'd be him. That is called, it's a podcast called Nothing Much Happens. That you can listen to it for free, but you get, I think, bonus episodes if you pay, and like ad free. Though it's ad free, but then I'm so confused on like, am I on the right version? Because they don't give me ads, but they give me the like kind of make sure you pay and subscribe and you can get ad free. It's like, I know I have the ad free. Like, why are you still like? I'm sure it's just like the complexity of having to remove, like, instead of making 2 versions of the podcast, you can just make an. Like, I get it. Like, I kind of get, as a fellow podcaster, I understand. But, you know, no one likes hearing stuff when you already, like, paid the thing, you know? And I'm sure, like, hey, I do my Patreon plugs at the end of this stream, and some of y'all are on my Patreon. So, like, hey, it is what it is. Pop me kettle. But, yeah, so, yeah, Nothing Much Happens. It's so good. I've talked about it before, but it's... again, a bedtime story podcast, and you put it on. I use it on Apple Podcasts because they have the sleep timer built in. Spotify might too, but I don't remember if it does. Where I put like end when episode ends, and it's like this woman, and she reads the story once, and then she reads the same story again, but slower. Ooh, I would take well, you did sub here, so no shades to the sub here, but I would take a Patreon over a sub, because I get more money out of Patreon than I do off subs. Twitch is a 50% split. Patreon is like, I forget what the percentage, but it's probably 30 or under. Probably way under, actually, but that's just my guess offhand. Like, you get most of your money. You get almost all your money on Patreon. So yeah, that's definitely my preferred place. But you know, subs on here are fun too, and you can do stuff like the sub with Prime, which is really cool, where it's like, hey, win-win, you already had Prime, you're just kind of giving me your sub Prime. And obviously there's like little things you get. I have to look into it, but I don't think, unfortunately, like if I could give people who were on my Patreon a Twitch sub to me, and maybe I could do that via VIP or something, I would. I have to, I guess, look into that. But I would love to like make that part of like my $5 tier. Like, you get like sub to me on Twitch, because then it's like, oh, you like can dodge the ads, you can get the emotes. Again, maybe you could do that through VIP, but then I think VIP has like more permissions, and I don't necessarily want to just VIP people who pay me and give them like more power in my channel. I just would love to just like hand you a sub. I don't think they let you do that, but if I could, I would, and just kind of bundle that where it's like, hey, choose where you want to go. Yeah, I'm on Patreon, but don't always do this Twitch sub. Yeah, the Twitch subs add up. Like, okay, hopefully this is, oh no, this is the mom who's sad. Let's brace ourselves here. One of my like financial dreams, if I like made, admittedly kind of way more money, because, you know, we're trucking along here. We're missing some things we could have. Like, y'all know life's expensive, right? I don't need to explain why life's expensive. If I had a bit more to toss out, I would love to like do something like budget like $100 and like spend $100 a month on like Twitch subs, $100 a month on different Patreons. Like, I think that'd be so cool. Like, it's a little dramatic to say it's a life dream of mine, because that's like a bit much, but I just think it's like, you know, as a fellow creative, I love the idea of like giving back, and, you know, I'll sub to like people over here on Twitch from time to time for the culture and all that. But it's too bad. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing it's because it would take a slice of their pie a bit, but yeah, that would be cool. I mean, in lieu of that, I have like the early access VODs, little things that I can do there. But all right, let's talk to this Moomin who looks like they're going through it. So I was getting a friend of coffee once per month. Yeah, for sure. That's a good way to think about it. Hello, Snufkin dear. I just woke from my winter slumber, or in some cases lunch. Yes. Moomin Troll seems to have woken up before us. He's probably waiting for you on the bridge. This is giving like the opening of Ori, which, sorry, spoilers for the opening of Ori. Oh, great way to think about it. How are you, Moomin Mama? Well, I was looking forward to tending to my flowers, but they're all dried out. But don't worry about that. You go see your friend now. Okay. let's just do it now. Let's just do a prediction in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna do, what's the name of this? Like, Moomin... Okay, they're okay, where's my friend? We're gonna do On the Bridge. Let's do, like, a 2-minute. Let's do a quick 2-minute prediction. Go ahead and predict. I think you can predict only with, like, channel points, but, like, and then if you, like, win, you get, like, extra channel points or something like that. It's kind of like gambling, but, like, it's not real money, so, like, don't, you know, worry too much. They hide the Prime sub option now. What the fuck? Yeah, Twitch is not the best, admittedly, but thank you for the sub with Prime. Yeah. So go ahead and use your channel points to cast your prediction. I'm telling you right now, and I don't know what happens. I guess if you know the answer, like Scout's Honor. I feel like my friend is dead, but I could see them being missing to, like, you know, maybe like move the story along. Maybe it's like, ooh, you know, I should have added a 4th option. I'll count it as missing if it wins, but I should have added a 4th option that's like left a note, because I could see it being like, hey, I had to go revive the valley or something, and then I'm like reviving the valley to fucking bring the friend back or some shit. Anyway, speaking of plugs, yeah, we have our sub goal. We have a daily sub goal. If the daily sub goal is hit, I do a trophy hunt. PlayStation's already hooked up. Right now we're trophy hunting in Miles Morales, slowly working our way to the platinum. So, you know, we will see how that goes. And then if we go past that, I have another sub goal. It's like a monthly sub goal. That would be like a bonus marathon stream kind of situation. So yeah, I want to add something to my stream too that I found out about from, what is her name? Is it Lucy? Like another streamer that I follow. She had this really fun, like, Twitch game that she, like, found out about on Steam. Luxy, not Lucy. I don't know if y'all follow Luxy at all. Luxy Games, but, yeah, she had this, like, cool, like, Twitch fishing thing that seemed so fun. Okay. Cool. I guess the prediction is up then. Let's go see where this friend is. Jason does a lot of Twitch games that are pretty fun. Oh, yeah, Jason? Shout out to PlayItJason. PlayItJason, such a fun channel, such a good streamer. He's, like, the king of, like, additional Twitch content, because he has, like, the word game. He has, like, just a bunch of really fun games. My masterpiece blown all over the valley. Moomin Papa, how are you? I just woke up and already there's a million things on my mind. Ugh. My masterpiece gone, and so is the boat. You finished your play? Congratulations. Have you seen Moomin Troll? Oh, isn't he here? He's probably waiting for you by the bridge. When you see him, tell him to keep the windows shut. My theatrical masterpiece is blown all over the valley. And also an absolute sweetheart. Yeah, is Jason still doing a lot with Minecraft, or was that era, like, long gone? I remember being in Jason's Minecraft world that he, like, set up for his community, and it was so fun. I'll be sure to keep an eye out for your play in the boat. The old bridge is right this way. I gotta fucking speed run to this bridge because I am so curious. Where is my friend? Is he... I'm just gonna actually just... I gotta know. I gots to know. Where's the bridge? Is the bridge closed? I'll go back and do the stuff I missed, but... I need to know. Hello? Where's this bridge? Where's the bridge? This is the beach. Where the heck is this bridge? Oh, the map. There is a map. Where am I? Wait. Select a marker and press square to see details. Wait. Aha, here it is. Showing quest log. Okay, where am I though? Far left. Okay, so I need to. So I went too far. Let's see. Oh, I think now the hand in the right corner is maybe pointing me to where I need to go. Cute. I love getting little items. Is the bridge like right here? No. It's like down the other way. Down and around. I feel like I didn't see an area that way. Bitch. This is the bridge she's supposed to be at, right? So where the fuck is he at, huh? You tell me where he is. Moontrol's in here. What happened? Let's find out what happened to Moomin Troll in the river. It can't just disappear. Okay, Jill, in case you're still here, which you might be because it's only been a few seconds. Took you long enough to get here, Snufkin. Was there a butterfly somewhere in desperate need of being appreciated? A majestic waterfall having to be taken in? Do I find out what happened to him, or is that is the whole game me having to find out? You say something happened to Moomin Troll? Oh, yes. Oh, wait, no, here we go. Yeah, tell me what the fuck happened, bitch. Moon was sleeping his lazy winter slumber, not a care in the world. Quite selfish if you ask me. Then suddenly, she appeared, the Groki. Eyeing Moomin Troll with monstrous intent and hideous envy. She took him and ran to the forest. Poor Moomin Troll, kicking and screaming. You saw that with your own eyes? I had to run for my own life, but that's the gist of it. So you probably won't be seeing him again. Dum. Okay. I hope you're still having fun after meeting this character. Is those telling the truth? Okay. I guess we won't know till we find him if he's dead or not. I hope Twitch still keeps this. I think the prediction is stuck until I resolve it, or is it locked per stream? I guess it's not the worst case. It's not the worst thing if we can't resolve the prediction. Let me but I do think I'll keep playing this game like offline. Let me go back though, because I like speed ran to this area because I was really curious. He's missing. Okay, I guess missing is fair. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, because he could be missing and then dead. I think that actually is valid, because that's the information we got so far. He is missing. Okay, this is where we were. I'm guessing it's autosave, yeah? Yeah, this is a cute little game. I think one thing I forgot to voice on Indie Council about this was when I heard about this game and kind of like saw like, oh, like this game's coming out. I like looked at it, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I did dismiss it as like, oh, is it just gonna be like a cute kind of IP grab situation where I'm like, well, is this game gonna be good though? Like, and I was like, well, you know, there's always so much out. I'm like, maybe I'll just skip this one. And then Jill being really hot on it, I'm like, cool, let me at least try it. Was able to get a key for it as well. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's like fucking throw this onto the pile. Why not? It's really nice. It's chill. I love the art. I got here too late to understand what it is. Yeah, this is the Moomins. So the Moomins are like a comic slash, like, I think originally they were comics, and then they've been like since, you know, like TV shows and stuff too. It's kind of like, think of like, you know, there's Snoopy, there's Garfield, there's like the Peanuts, like that kind of stuff. There's also like the Moomins, which someone in chat pointed out that they first started in like 1940 something. So there's that. And what I know about the Moomins, like the only thing I actually knew about them, and I guess even now still, is that, yeah, Greyhound says books or comics ran from 1945 to 1993. I've seen the Moomins, like, okay, wait, let me show y'all. So this thing, as confirmed by Indie Council, this is a Moomin. They're like a species, right? Or like a race or a class or whatever, right? These little guys. They're like these like white pudgy little friends. I saw them once, like, on the internet. My algorithm's like, here are the Moomins. I was like, what is this? This is so fucking cute. And then I became kind of a fan of the Moomins, but I've never seen any of the comics. I've never read any of the comics, watched any of the medium, or anything. But then, funnily enough, I actually was... Hold on, let me show you guys. There's this store that's like not quite a thrift store, kind of more of a like, almost like it's more of like a, not specialty shop, but it's like one of those stores where it's like, oh, they like buy clothes and maybe like make clothes, they like repurpose clothes. It's like it's like a thrift store, but like people aren't necessarily like giving them clothes to resell. It's like they may like find their own clothes to resell / make some clothes. That situation. I don't know if there's a word for that kind of store. But I saw this bag, and I love like little practical bags like that. Let me show you guys the bag actually in the just chatting section. So there's like here, I'll show you guys the bag. I'll walk away from the mic for a second to show you like this type of bags that I like tend to like. It's kind of a practical, like almost like a sling kind of thing. Right, that's the bag. I saw it and I'm like, oh, this is such a nice bag. And it was like pretty cheap. I think it was like $10, if that, maybe it was less. And, you know, it's black, so it's pretty versatile and whatever. Then I look and I'm like, oh, like that's cute. Like, look at this little girl. This is like the girl who's like, oh, your friend's dead, bitch. Like, I don't know. And then I look at the inside and it mentions on the tag that it's a Moomin's character thing. So yeah, I like got this back, like, and when I bought it, I knew it was Moomin's, but I was like, oh, cool. Like, this is like, I knew it was Moomin's because I looked inside at the tag, but I saw it and I was drawn to like the style, but also like, oh, look at this like spunky little girl. And I think it's really interesting because I think it just speaks to like how much I'm into the art of the Moomins, and the style that they have. So yeah, this is it was cool game. Hit that the T pose, yeah, exactly. So I'm like, yeah, it's the Moomins. I know these people. I know these little buddies. Our friend-shaped friends. Okay, cool. So that was Moomins. I'm also a sucker for little bags like that. Yeah, the go-to I had was like the Uniqlo crescent bag. I know like Bagoo is really popular too for bags like that. But yeah, I have one Uniqlo bag. In a way, I wouldn't mind another Uniqlo bag, but I don't want to get too many of the same type of bag either. The Uniqlo one I have is brown. And then so it's like I have a brown, I have a black. I also have a bag that's kind of like more of a oval cut. That's like that one I did get from a thrift store. It's like bright pink and like green, so it's like that's my funky version of it. So also a sucker for a cute little guy. Well, that's the Moomins. Okay, cool. I probably will do my break and like get coffee and stuff. But before I do that, I do want to see what we're playing next. So let's do another poll. But also maybe look at the games again, because we have different people that may be coming in. So yeah, this was cute. Hopefully it works well, or works at all on Steam Deck, because I think that'd be a fun little... Maybe this will be a better before bed game than my Balatro runs, my failed Balatro runs. Okay, so we got Summerhouse, so I'm trying to copy and paste this over. Here we go. And then we have potions. Okay. I'll keep the tab muted for now. So yeah, we have potions, A Curious Tale. This is a like action adventure crafting game. This is what it looks like. I heard about this because I was on TikTok, and the developer of the game, or one of the developers, I'm not sure how big the team is, was like, hey, this is my game. I've been working on it for like fucking ever. It's coming out. You like potions and shit? And I'm like, yeah, I like potions. My only like gripe or like hesitancy, I guess, with the game is it does look kind of stiff, and also I hate this design. I don't know what this thing is, but it creeps me out. But like, that doesn't mean like the core ideas won't be sound, and that's kind of what I'm like, you know what? Let me take a look at like what the core puzzle design is, even if it's not like the smoothest like animation and stuff. So like that, it seems interesting, and I like the key art for like the girl and her like little magical cat and stuff. Like it seems like it has like I'm feeling the love and the charm through it, you know? Does it mean the game is good? I don't know yet. We're gonna find out. We also have Summerhouse. This is a game where you just it's like you make houses. How do they describe it? It's like a tiny building game, and like when you make the houses, you can like discover people in there or something. Howdy from Seattle. Hey Eddie, what's good? How's it going? Taking a break from your adventures. I'd be up till Bladimir sounds like it'd be the worst game before bed. Yes, exactly. It's very Newgrounds Flash game. Yeah, it has like this. I'm not familiar with exactly you're referencing, but it does have that like. It's a little bit of a like. Potions doesn't have like quite the polish of other titles, but you know, the ideas seem cool, so we'll see. And then we have Summerhouse, so we are gonna pick next game. Before I do my break, so we have potions, A Curious Tale, and we have Summerhouse. Welcome to Summerhouse. We don't have to go out. Do you all remember that song? Oh, welcome to welcome to my house. So yeah, this is the other game. Visited all three Pink Gorillas. Oh yeah, have you gone to Pink Gorilla? Snufkin was cool. Just visited Seattle for the convention center. Yeah, what have you been up to in Seattle? So just put on just chatting for a hot second. And then I'm gonna go to my own just chatting. It looks like Summerhouse is gonna win. So I'll queue up the colors there. And we'll set that up before we do our break so that we have it ready to go. Welcome to Summerhouse. Oh, damn, hold on. No. Okay. I'm trying to get the art. Give me the key art of this game, please. Okay, good enough. Let's go to coolers where we get all of our little palettes. Visiting, yeah. Yeah, what have you been up to? What kind of adventures have you had? It's been quite a while since I've gone on a trip where I'm like doing a lot like in the actual place, and it's funny, I think I've had this conversation with y'all before, but I have determined / broken down my travel into like different categories. So there's like work trips, family friends trip. It's like kind of like more obligation-y, like holidays, weddings, like stuff like that. See, what I call the vacation where you can explore, we're now calling those in my apartment adventures. Like if you're doing stuff, if you have like a big activity list, that's an adventure. And then we have vacations. And a vacation is where it's like you go somewhere, but you're really not like exploring very much. You're kind of just chilling. Maybe you eat some eats, you drink some drinks, you sit some sits. You're like not doing much. You're like kind of just chilling in a hotel. Those are great for like if you're doing like a resort kind of thing or like whatever. We haven't done a big vacation. We've done like little mini vacations because we did like Palm Springs last year where it was like that was like a do nothing, chill out trip. We like just stayed in the hotel, hung out. We went, okay, so we're doing Summerhouse. You know, we got like dinner a few times, but like we also like just ordered some food and just chilled around. Like it was like very relaxed, like sit by the pool, read a book kind of thing. And that's like very much something that Isaiah introduced to me because I hadn't really, I mean, I've been traveling more, like basically once I hit like my mid-20s, that's when I really started traveling more. Again, a lot of that was like work and like, you know, family stuff or whatever, but travel is travel, right? To a degree. So for me, like my vacations were always like adventures. It's like we're going to San Diego and doing a bunch of things. We're going to LA and doing a bunch of things. Those are kind of the only two big ones I had because I went to Mexico like when I was a kid a long time ago, like when I was 8. So that was quite a gap, and I wasn't involved in, you know, obviously the planning of that. And then you know, I had like a school trip where we got to go to Paris, which was very cool. But that's kind of had been the extent of things until I like started working in this industry, and like a lot of my travel, like I said, has been for work and stuff like that. So, and I try to get a little bit of, you know, enjoying the places where you can, but obviously if you're there for work, like a lot of that time is just you working. But yeah, Isaiah was the one that introduced the idea of vacationing because I always kind of saw it like not as a waste, but a little bit where I'm like, well, I don't know, I'm going to be back here again. Like I want to be able to like see everything and kind of consume, like, you know, I have that kind of personality of like, we got to do a bunch of stuff. Like we're got to go like, you know, pedal to the metal kind of thing all the time, which obviously that can be good for some things, but it also is like, can be limiting, you know, and can be like really specific. So I wouldn't say I was necessarily hesitant about like his vacation thing, but I didn't really see the value in the vacation as much until I like started kind of just opening my mind up to it and being like, oh yeah, like the idea of just like going somewhere and relaxing. Yeah, I can get with that. Like, I don't think I would want to and I will say there's kind of limits because I don't think I'd want to vacation somewhere super hard to go to. Like if I went to like, you know, like when we go to Japan, that's going to be an adventure. It's like, I don't want to just like, if I'm going to rest, I'd rather rest like somewhere that isn't as expensive to get to, you know, than like, I don't want to go overseas to vacation. I want to go overseas to adventure. But now introducing the idea of like vacations that are just rest focused, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like I really want to go to like Big Bear sometime, like when it's snowy, get like a cabin, have like a cozy cabin vacation. So that's kind of my breakdown of those. I'm going to nap or something, but hope the games are good. Yeah. Enjoy your time. I don't have much interest in a resort type vacation. I feel like, and that might be fair, or one, that is fair, but 2, think about it a little bit. Because I was like that too, where I'm like, oh, like I don't really like want to do that. And now I'm like a lot more into it. Yeah, just the idea of like, you know, resting away. I think part of that kind of maybe exacerbates that for me is the fact that I work from home too. So a lot of my experiences, it's very easy to get like in a samey situation. So while like some people might argue like, oh, like if I'm going to just do nothing, I'll just do nothing at home. Like doing nothing away, because you can like still kind of indulge and like have fun in that way. Like for me at least, where it's like, oh, I can get like a massage, like do like room service. Like I love doing room service. It's like the rush of food delivery meets the joy of like not having to like clean the space. And obviously it's not like I'm trashing these rooms or anything, but you know what it is. It's like, oh, like you have like a nice made bed that someone else made and you can like lay down and like chill, and it's like just a different vibe. My brother and I relaxed a little in the hotel room each night by casting Twitch to the room TV. I remember car trips / motels. My parents only entertained my Game Boy, flipping through the channels. I'm going to be visiting my friend in Denver in May, and a lot of the trip will just be hanging out at his house. That's as close as I will get. Yeah, I can see that. What else? Like, when I just went to Vegas, with my brother Edwin, and that I'd say was more of an adventure. Like we did take it like kind of more chill because it was like such a short amount of time too, but we did have we had like plans. Like we were like, okay, we're gonna eat like at this really nice restaurant. We're gonna we want to see like these certain casinos and whatever. And it was like pretty chill in that like we didn't jam pack the day. Like when I like go hardcore into adventuring, like it's like we're like it's fucking work. Like if you get home and you need to like relax before you go back to work because the vacation was tiring, the trip or adventure, however you want to call it, was tiring. I still got knocked on my ass from Vegas, but that was more of like getting out of the flow of my day to day, kind of like threw my weeks off. But yeah, like the time itself, like we got up kind of like whenever, sort of like walked out. Like we didn't like have hard times for it. So even though it was more of an adventure, it wasn't like super taxing. Yeah, I think in Vegas would always have a little bit of an adventure aspect just because I think there's so many like cool little things to do that I feel like while you can rest in Vegas, like I personally would want to like hit up, a really nice restaurant or go to like, there's like parts that we like didn't get to like see because we, just kind of ran out of time, so stuff like that. My favorite way to travel to bigger cities is to make 1-2 plans in an area and just explore the neighborhood. I actually want to do that a lot with LA. I want to do some staycations here because LA is so big. Like there's like, downtown LA, there's Culver City, there's Santa Monica, there's the Valley, there's like Pasadena. Like there's so many spots. There's, K-Town and stuff like that. Like I would love to pick a week and be like, we're going to go ham on like checking out K-Town. We're going to go all in on Pasadena, like make a list of stuff. Like I really like that. I take a middle ground approach. I am more like, I'm not 100% into one direction, but usually there's like an underlying theme, and that theme is like the basis of the time. Like when I went to Palm Springs, it's like, we're not going to go see everything in Palm Springs. We're going to go sit in a hotel and hang out by the pool. That is the best way to explore Tokyo. For the Japan trip. Yeah, that's going to be really fun. Greyhound and I explored a little of Capitol Hill area, found a nightclub with 2000. Man, that sounds so good. An indie sleaze theme. Love indie sleaze. Anyway, cool. Let's take a little break. We have the colors all set up for when we go into Summerhouse. We'll do this as our full-on intermission because the next game will be like process elimination. We're going to play potions after this. So Kelsey, the content. Nice. Yeah. Hell yeah. Kelsey's great. Go check out Pinkarilla. Let's see what else. Let me close this thing. It's kind of bothering me. It's just like sticking out over here. Cool. I will take a break and then I will be back in 5 minutes plus or minus. So hang tight. Yo, Iggy Hit, thanks for the raid. What's up? I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, and today is Best of 2024 Watch, where we play the latest games in search of the greatest games of the year. We just played Snufkin Melody of Moominvalley, and now we're going to play Summerhouse. There was no coffee left. I forgot to order more K-Cups, and I kind of wanted snacks, so instead of coffee, I got macaroni and cheese. So Not gonna lie, it did not fully heat up all the way. But I think it's good enough for our purposes, so. I don't know if this game will have controller support, because it seems like more of a mouse and keyboard game. It also just seems like more of a mouse and keyboard game. I think I'll play this with a mouse and keyboard. You want to go with mouse? Okay, that's what I thought. A bunch of heavy carb. Yeah, that'll pep you up. Exactly. It's quite literally the opposite, but the only other caffeine I have in the house is a Red Bull, which I personally, unless you're doing something wild, like I got a lot of work or something like that, I don't believe in having a Red Bull on the same day that I have like a coffee earlier. Like, you know. Yeah, what I would have wanted is coffee and a sweet treat, but I made this mac and cheese earlier this week, and it was so good. The mac and cheese I make is really good. Shout out to there's Food at Home lady on TikTok. All of her recipes are good. Literally all of them. Okay, I'm loading up now. And I'll change my scene in a second when it gets there. Oh my god, that Panera lemonade? No, hell no. That shit is... I hope that all those people get something out of this situation.
Freedom, and this is Summerhouse.
By that I mean like compensation for their situations, because that is so wild what happened with that lemonade. Do they still sell it, by the way? It is honestly, it's not my secret. It is like a recipe that I got. This is... Oh no, actually it's not There's Food at Home. This is Budget Bites. The only thing I do differently here is I cook with a little bit less. So I make it like all at once. So I do like 8 servings of this dish, aka 1 pound of macaroni. But I do... Okay, so here's like the stuff I changed about this. If you make this as is, it'll be like plenty good. But so again, I do it 8 servings. So I cook with a pound of mac and cheese, or a pound of macaroni. Instead of using 2 cups of evaporated milk, I just use 1 can of evaporated milk. And the 1 can of evaporated milk is, like, I think it's like 12 ounces. So, like, this is saying that you should use 16 ounces. I just use whatever the regular can size is. I forget. I think it's 12 ounces. Another thing I do differently is, I personally have not found success with cooking the bacon in the pot and like lifting up the bacon. I feel like it just, the drama is like too much. I cook the bacon in a separate pan. I cook 8 ounces of bacon. And then, I cook a pound of bacon. Then I remove the bacon. I take the bacon oil and I pour it into like up the pot that I'd cooked macaroni. So like the macaroni's already cooked. I take it out. I pour that bacon grease into the pot that has, they used to have the macaroni, right? And then I do like the rest of the steps normal. But then on top of that, I make more bacon. Because like, so I basically put in like almost 2 pounds of bacon, I think, for cooking. Yeah. That's basically it. Like I use the, do I really use 2 pounds? I guess I do. Yeah, I think I do use 2 pounds. Which sounds like a lot of bacon, but it doesn't feel like a lot when you mix it in. Yeah, but the extra bacon, I don't use that grease, though. I only use... Oh, no, sorry, not 2 pounds. I use 1 pound of bacon. So, because the recipe says to use 8 ounces of bacon, I use 1 pound of bacon. So, I use 8 ounces to make the grease, use the grease to cook. Then I make another 8 ounces. For that one, I don't use that grease. I just, like, dump out that grease or get rid of it or throw it in the garbage, right? So, those are the only, like, big changes I make to the recipe. Big changes. It's not really that big of a change. Also, with the broccoli florets, I don't know if I technically use a pound. I just kind of get like a small package. It's close to a pound, but it might be like more like 12 ounces. And I just get them already like pre-cut so that I don't have to do anything to them. Ooh, sorry. I'm really sneezy right now. So give me a second because my eyes are so watery. I was also just looking for the sound. So just bring it down like this. Half and half. Something like that. New house, I guess. This seems nice. I might have made it too quiet, actually. Let's just reset, and you guys tell me if it's too loud. It looks so hit at me. Okay, so I think we're just gonna build. Q and E to change the depth. Ah. This is what a freaking house flipper needs. This, like, depth change. Are there other kinds of, like, roof yet? Maybe not. Ooh, new block. Okay. That's kind of cool. I like that. Right click for the gallery. Ah, thank you. Whoop. Okay. Ooh. So many doors. Oh. Is this still a door? It looks like it's like a window now. I saw one that I liked. I'm trying to think. I think this one. Right click the tiles on the left. Ah, that's nice. Okay, so you can do a little bit of both. So you can like pick from here. I feel like maybe this like looks a little bit too. Actually, it's like a little too orange, I think. These windows are so small though. Maybe just at the top we have these. Hey, Nian, thanks for the sub.
Yeah.
Maybe just like top, like windows. There's like general decorations. Let's do also like the regular windows for like the house. Something like that. Okay. Let's do rainy night just because that's where we're at right now in the daytime. It's not rainy, but... Like birds? I don't know what these are. I think they're birds. New block. Okay, actually I'll do sunny. Slash... Yeah, I guess that's just like daytime, really. Just so I can see the pieces better. Random blocks. This one I can't seem to right click on. Then we have like, just like a big block gallery. Oh, we have to just click on it? Nah. Okay. Maybe it's like an inspo thing. Oh, okay. Hold on. What are you? Eye trapper. Okay, probably just took color stuff, I guess. And then what's this? Cursor only mode. Okay, let's do a Oh. No, I don't want this right now. Oh, look. Cute. I want to be able to grab stuff. I don't like that rock out front. Oh, yeah. I don't like it now either. Can I change it? Can I, like, move and remove stuff? No, you can't change the rock. And is this, like, moving mode? Flip block horizontally. Okay, I feel like I feel like I'm done. It's like kind of bare bones right now, but maybe we can add just like a, you know, just a couple little extra touches here. There's like a play. Oh, that's kind of nice. I like that. It's like shows how you made it. Okay. So you can uncover stuff. How do I say I'm like done making it? Do I just hit new house? Oh, move over and make a new house. Okay. So it'd be like, hold on. What's that cursor mode? Oh my gosh, why do I need to sneeze so much? Oh! Yeah, Toriyama I saw last night, as along with pretty much the world, you know? I don't think I realized just how many projects he was involved in. Whew. But yeah, I feel like everyone was a fan of Dragon Ball Z at some point. It's like if you existed on Earth at that time, you were watching Dragon Ball Z. Okay, let's see. What's up with this? Can I just make like a janky shack? Let's just like make some random shit, you know what I mean? Just like Fortnite core decor. A 2-story Mediterranean house or a hobbit hole. We'll do hobbit hole next. This will be like Fortnite design core. I'll probably destroy this because it's ugly, but... just be like a bunch of rocks. Like, I don't know. This is what's speaking to me currently. Why are these... Wait, hold on. Why are these the same size? Oh, this one's freaking huge. I took his townhouse. Okay, yeah, put some house requests in there. Just kind of looking at what nature monstrosities we can conduct. Okay, so then I go here and then I like... Oh, can I not go further down? Oh, so there's like a couple spots. Okay. Let's do the hobbit hole. A cute cafe to vacation at. Okay, let's go in order here. We got hobbit hole. Let's see what kind of walls we have. I think like a lot of brick. This feels like too fancy though. I think they let me change the color though. Right? Oh, or not? Hello? Like, let's see, can I make it green? No, I'm confused with what this eyedropper tool is then. Let's see, hello? Maybe it just copies. Maybe it doesn't. I figured it'd be like a color thing. Cause this door is obviously like perfect hobbit hole. I do feel like a brown, like, maybe more of a brown would make more sense. Or even like a red. What's the red look like? Nah. Not quite. Okay, let's take a look at what else we have. Okay. Could go for like something for the roof. Nah, not quite. Not quite. This feels kind of hobbity. No, maybe like I'm looking for the windows actually. Maybe like maybe it would just be like these little. Okay. Then I think definitely some. Maybe just a really big tree. We already did like a big tree before, but. It's kind of like nature gated community situation. Can I do? Oh, it's like my 4. Okay, yeah. Okay. I don't think I want it to be like too matchy with the trees. Something like that. Okay. Put the door. Ooh. Can you put the door into a giant rock? I don't know. I think this was like the biggest rock that. Maybe this wasn't the biggest rock. That would be interesting. Let's see. Hold on. Oop, no, it's Q to bring in the format. Let's just test it by like. That'd be cool. I don't know if you can. You can't. Boo. Okay. Well, I think we can still do some stuff with rocks, though. That would be. That would feel like. Oh, really? Let's see. I don't know if you could. Let's try it again then. Maybe I did it wrong. Let's see. This is, I think, the biggest rock that they had. Oops. Okay. Oops. I don't think you can. Maybe I just need to put the rock further back. Let's try to put the rock like really far back and see what happens. Oops. Oh, this is fine. Okay, hold on. It's E. Yeah, you can. Okay. Let's should that be the base then? Is that more like hobbity? I don't like really know much about hobbits, if I'm being honest. If I delete this, what happens? Ooh, funky. Oh, it's like a magical door. I kind of like this almost more. It's not the assignment. But the fact that you can just have a fucking door, like, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's put the door... Let's put the door over... Oops, wrong one. Let's go with this door. Maybe like more flowers or something? Maybe then more of a like... What is this like? That feels more like sheddy than like hobbity. Also more sheddy. Maybe. Oops. Ooh. This is boofy. Okay. Something smaller? Maybe just like this little. That's kind of got like a little derpy look to it, I think. No, I think brown is still the way to go for these. Gotta have a garden. I think these are my only. Okay, let's see. I always mix these up. Aha. It's more like a potted plant than a garden, though. We'll have a couple different things. Let's see. And I don't know what these are. Are these... What are these? Is this snow? What is this? I don't know what that is. Let's see. Wait. Oops. Oh, this will be... I think this is a nice, like, little touch. Sort of like a mossy situation. Do we have, like, a different one, though? Like, one that's less... I think they're all kind of, like... a little much. Can I flip? Yeah, right? I think it said... Yeah, like that. Okay. See what else we got here. Let's see, what is it? It's a bit cluttered. It got a little funky. I think probably to get rid of the, like, these guys, because they're very, like, man-made. I wish you could, and let me know if I'm just, like, don't know how to do it. Maybe it's like this, basically. Like, how do I, like, pick up and just move something, though? Okay, hold on. Oop. Like, maybe there isn't a way to do that. Let's see. Let's get rid of this guy. Okay. It's not, like, pristine, but it's a cute little moment, I think. Okay, it definitely could be better. It's not bad. I want to know what these white things are. Hey, Plushie joins the party. I have a good one for this. We'll go with oops. Ugh. We'll go with Maritza. She's a little cactus. A cactus and a friend-shaped friend. Yeah, this is so far it's all right. You know, it's not my biggest taste in games, or it doesn't lean like as heavily into my taste in games. I do like the prospect of getting to like find secrets through building, but I'm curious as to like how hard it may be to get to those secrets kind of situation. So yeah, okay, let's do a, what do we have? We have, okay, let's do the Tookus Townhouse. Okay, let's, if these were all like next to each other, it'd be like kind of a problem, but whoop. Hold on. Oh, it's because I accidentally clicked out of the game. Oops, no, I want to delete. Can we go? Let's actually delete this too. Oops. Nope. Well, we'll start from the beginning. Whoop. Okay, let's do this one. We'll try to hide the like stuff. How high up can this go? It's kind of cool how high up it can go. Let's see. We're gonna build the Tower of Babel, basically. Okay. Joe's 8-story house. The monstrosity. Okay, let's see. I think definitely it's gotta be like bougie. I think this is the bougiest store that we have. Yeah. This is probably the bougiest store. This is actually also though like kind of bougie in a different way. No, let's go with the first pick. Okay. Then let's think with the windows. Let's go with these ones. And then let's go, again, we're going all bougie for these. I think these are like also pretty, oh, they're really small though, hold on. We already used these, right? Or maybe we just have them all match. Ooh, I like the shortcuts work in this. I think they would just all match. Oops. Oops, nope. Shortcuts do work differently though than I expect them to. I guess they don't count the fact that you're like holding something, you know? Let's go with the windows again. Okay. It's definitely like a soothing little time, you know? Play for play's sake. Nothing wrong with that. I know the cactus is so cute. She just sits in my shelf. I gotta like find maybe a better spot for her. The Tookus Townhouse. Okay, what's the bougiest roof we can have? I think it would be like kind of a modern-y, like a modern fixture. Let's see. It's so boring looking though. Let's see if we have a. Let's see, what's this vibe again? Let's see. It's a little too small. Maybe we could do, what's this vibe again? No, maybe let's go with the boring roof because I do think places like that have like, okay, let's see. Sometimes the roof's a little bit like whatever. Okay. actually. I don't like how that looks. So let me put it back a little bit. Yeah. And then for decorations, it's gotta be like other bougie stuff. This is like, this could be kind of, ooh, yeah. I don't know if there'd be like so many, but then what's okay. No, they would all be the same direction, I think. Maybe we move the windows up a little higher though on this one. Hold on, sorry, my mouse is getting caught underneath some stuff. Okay. Let's see. See, I don't want to delete. I just want to delete the windows. Is that not allowed? Hello? Let's see. Huh. Yeah, like, I don't know how to move items. Can you move items? I think they look fine from the windows. It would block the view, though, is the thing. Okay, let's see what else we have. I think some of the floral stuff could be good. Maybe it's too much with the... Maybe just, like, down here. Actually, I kind of want them... That one's facing that way. This one's facing the other way. Okay, they both, I think, are facing the same ways. Then maybe we can do, like, something else. What's this have again? Let's see. Oh, this is kind of like a... Let's see. Then by random, they just mean like there's going to change the different assets that are available. Okay. Wait, what's this one again? It's like most, like it's like recently used or something? Not sure what this one is. Okay. Open block gallery. It's just like the gallery in general. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Nah, that's like a little too like casual. I think for a townhouse. I don't know what this is, so I can't use it. I guess it's supposed to be like a support beam or something. I think the bottom looks a lot better than the top. Maybe we could do a... This feels more like... Just like a, you know, I don't know, a little banner of some form. This place has been zoned for demolition. Oh, this place? This is Joe's townhouse. The pillar in the community. And an eyesore on the skyline. Oh man. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't know what I could do here. It's actually the nicest place on the island. That's kind of true, for sure. But at what cost? I guess we will just do more of this ivy. Don't have like another big idea. I don't know. It's the top, I guess? I think the bottom, I think I really snapped at the bottom and the rest is kind of like a little messy. Okay. Right next to the hobbit hole. No, I've not beaten Rebirth. I am like not even really close. What about you? No spoilers though, but my Fortnite aesthetic. Okay. Can I like do all of it? As a queen of easy gaming, is there an easy mode in Returnal? There is not. There is not an easy mode. If there was an easy mode, I definitely would have beat Returnal. There is not. Also, we overwent our plushie time, but this was Maritza. Yay! Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is like fine. It's inoffensive. It's a little something. Maybe I'll do a little more just to try to make some more stuff. Cool. I feel like I'm good on this. I don't know if I'd continue playing this. It's really just more not my speed. My speed is like chasing end of game, you know, which is like a speed I'm kind of trying to get out of a bit more. Like I want to open my mind to what else gaming has to offer. But like, and what I really liked was the getting new stuff. But I only popped that once, and it's like, I just wish it was, I don't know, like, I don't really know how I'm going to get the rest of this stuff, and it's kind of like, you know, that's just me. That I don't really like Rebirth, I just like Aerith and Tifa. Yeah, I think that's fair. that is fair. Yeah, Piccolo, let me know where you're at in the game. I'm I'm like 6 chapters in, something like that, and I'm like 40 something hours in. Cool. Yeah, this was fine. It was cute. Nothing wrong with a little decor. I do think I need to get like more hold on, like just looking at the let me show you guys the thing. Just looking at the thing again, it's like I think I got to get better at, maybe I just need more creativity. Cause like meanwhile, look at like what the developers has going on. They're like making fucking little civilizations and shit. It's like, damn, that looks pretty cool. Definitely some nice like little assets and things, but yeah, I think I lack that creativity to really make it come to life. Let's go ahead and let me do one more brief just as a BRB for us to transition over to our final game, which is going to be Potions: A Curious Tale. Let me grab the art for this. Let me grab the art. Potion's a curious tale. See how it goes. It's a lot of like purples. Let's do copy and replace. Okay. Which purple feels most like the game's purple though? Let's go with that. Let's go with this. There's so many purples in this game. Maybe like a little green? I don't know. I think this is pretty good. I'm developing an unhealthy habit that I can't finish anything anymore, and I start a new game every week. And then, well, let me see what Snuffy said about this. I describe myself as a novelty tourist with games, and I'm trying very hard to break that habit. Yeah, I mean, I think it depends. It can be unhealthy, but like, it seems like based on you're bringing it up, like the way you bring it up, it sounds like you don't want to do that. You want to finish something. Okay, boom, like video game therapy session. What's stopping you from committing to a game? You know, do you just see a different new game where you're like, well, I want to try that out, and you're just jumping from game to game? Or is there something about that game that you started that was not satisfying to you? Because I think that will reveal some things. Let's just mark it as just chatting for a second while I reset this up. Let's do that darker purple as the main color. Okay, and then let's do, it's all like, we'll go all like with the purples on this. And then maybe we'll do the card as
Hi, I'm Friedemann.
this. Sorry, I think I can hear someone talking in the... Huh.
Today, I want to introduce you to my first solo project, Summerhouse. Summerhouse, at its core,
Oh, I'm hearing something from Summerhouse somewhere. But I don't know where that would be because let me just close. Okay, that was a little scary. Don't worry about that. Cool. I still hear it. Where is it coming from? Do I have extra tabs open? Steam itself, maybe? That's gonna drive me up the wall. Where is that coming from? My stream's muted. This thing's closed. This is closed. So spooky. Hello, Summerhouse? It's me, Margaret. Okay, let's change the status bar to an even brighter yellow. Not bad, not bad. I guess we're getting ready for bed. Night, everyone. See you, Joe. Thanks for stopping by. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. There's not better options for kind of rent. Oh, it's too bad. Sorry. There's not better options for renting stuff. The 2-hour limit on Steam doesn't seem like enough. Scrubby says thanks. And Dusty says, I start and stop books very easily if I don't like them, but that's easier because they are library books. Yeah, I feel that. Let's see. Yeah, but curious how stuff like that's going for y'all. For me, when it comes to like starting and stopping games, I wouldn't call it an unhealthy habit, but the habit that I'm looking to break. I'm looking to break a couple habits. One, I do want to try more games and enjoy more games that don't have like a formal ending, like Balatro, like Helldivers, things like that. Like I want to just have fun, and just enjoy having fun a little bit more in games. I also really want to finish the games that I want to finish. So that's why I've been so narrow. Like I stream a lot of games still. Like on this stream, I'm always playing new games, like on Friday. But even a game like, let me add it to my thing. What is it called? Snufkin? Yes, Snufkin Melody of Moominvalley. Fun times. There's definitely a world where I like knock that out just in the mix of everything because it's so short. It's only 5 hours. But more than anything, if I'm going to sit down to play something, I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because I'm trying to beat that game and move on to these other games. So I'm trying to be just more focused because I feel like last year I was juggling so many games. And by the time the end of the year came, some of my favorite games that I was most interested in, I hadn't beaten because I just got caught up in so many other games. Fake Face says, yeah, maybe it's a side effect of the podcast. I listen to people talking about cool show time and I develop cravings, but probably the biggest issue is my work has unhealthy schedules and I often have long breaks between gaming sessions. Yep. And then after the breakout, I feel like I don't remember what I did in the last game. Yeah. I think it kind of just depends on like what you want your vibe to be too and like your relationship with gaming. There was a time in my life, especially when I worked like a more traditional like 9 to 5 kind of, or a traditional job because my job is not traditional kind of at all. I would like sometimes wake up early to game, which sounds like, you know, obviously if you're like, oh my God, I hate that idea. That sounds terrible. Cool. Don't do it then. But sometimes it's about just having that little bit of consistency. That's something else that I'm working on as well. Not necessarily the consistency part, but the being able to play long games. And then like, I'm not playing Final Fantasy VII because it's long or like Yakuza because it's long. Like they're just games that I happen to really want to play. But there is a big part of me that's always like, ooh, how long is this? 30 hours? Like, if I want to play it and I'm interested in the game, I want to still pursue it. And I like don't want to get caught up in like the runtime because if you just chip away at it, like you will beat those 40, 80-hour games if you just keep playing. But sometimes like the task is so daunting to me, I like don't even want to start playing it. And I feel like that isn't the best approach because like what if the game is really cool and like really good and special and interesting and like I'm kind of just writing it off because I don't want to do the work, but like I will be spending hours playing a game regardless. There's nothing wrong with it being like, you know, one of those titles if I'm interested in it. So, you know, we all have our things. Cool. I'm going to toss with the BRB screen, take a couple minutes of a break to finish my mac and cheese and pull up the potion game. And then that'll be our last game of the night. Again, if you are looking to drop some subs, we're 5 out of 10 on our way towards our trophy hunt to unlock. So do with that information what you will. And I will see y'all in a bit. Hang tight. Yo, I don't know why I'm so low, and also this is very loud. Ah, okay. Let's try to bring this down as soon as we can. Please. Okay, let's just bring it down manually and then at the system level. Hopefully it lets me bring it down in the game soon. Luna, ow, okay. Ooh, what is this? Okay, hold on. So many things happening. Global volume. Can I just bring it down to like here and then have like this be at like 85? Halfway maybe? Okay. Are you alright down here? I think so. My head broke my fall. Am I in Disneyland? This guy also, like, this guy looks like way different than he does here to me. Like, I feel like this translation accurate. This is a different man. This is a different person. Ooh, what do you mean by that? By what do you mean? Like a Disney game? Or like I'm scared what you mean by this. I think we've run aground. Take these potions of healing and stay below deck. Top side is no place for young lass. So that's some very loud ground. Okay. Drink a potion of healing. Also, really quick too, to read chat. It says, I think financially buying games and not getting value out of them isn't something I can sustain right now. Fair. My pile of shame category in Steam is an issue. Yeah, that's what someone else had mentioned. I don't know about this Newgrounds Flash game era of time. Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely is like you can tell from looking at like the content on it that it's not gonna have like the polish, but does it have the gameplay? I think it's still good. I think it's still good. We're gonna see what the vibe is. There's also a little bit of looking for something new and exciting, but also being so old I've gotten completely off of whole genres, like tree punchers. So I end up buying things, playing less than an hour to 10 hours, falling off of them. Or they click and I have 100 hours in a week. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot to play with that. Press 1 and right click to drink a potion. Okay, so it's probably gonna be like a mouse and keyboard game. 1 and right click. Okay, because it's like what I have here. WASD to move. Okay, let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, close the door. She's a little rough around the edges. Doesn't mean that it's not gonna be a fun time. Let's see. It's locked. It's locked. Okay. Let's go. If you want it. Okay. Now, this is a legit translation. I feel like that looks like him. The other guy just didn't look like him, and I don't know why. This looks like the guy. Get back, devilfish. I have your tentacles hung from the main yard. Like the slimy... What on earth is that thing? Also, I'm really surprised that you start out on a boat. Because it's like... I see this as like a witch game. And I don't know. I mean, like a witch can be anywhere. But I'm a little surprised that we're on a boat. You should have stayed below deck, girl. Okay, so do I fight? No, you can't pick these up. Maybe you can. Can I pick them up? No. Maybe not. What? Okay, taunting the beast into attacking the weapon. Ah, yes, that's totally what I did. Do I like click on him? Do I just stand by there and just dip? Okay. Watch out for the oil. A lot is going on in this. The oil, don't let it catch fire. Okay. How do I stop from catching fire? Oh, he puts it out probably. Yeah. Oh, just kidding? He didn't put it out? I feel like you should be able to put this out. Come on. Come on. Really? No facts, like, can I get him? What if, can I make him hit him? No. Or maybe oh, I know. I wanted to hit the oil and then hit the fire. That's my guess. Can I walk through the oil? Perfect. Yeah, I got your ass. I fucking got it. I fucking got it. That's why I'm like, why isn't the oil moving towards the fire though? Okay, or the fire moving towards the oil. Okay, you're a marvel. A young girl since the terror will be expected to ask the bards shall sing her glory. Hardly call that a victory. Nonsense. We are not dead. The ship did not sink. The sun is above the sea. More can a sailor ask for, but now's not the time to celebrate. Full sail crew onward to our destination. Praise to the Most High. We've arrived. The town of Old Haven. Maybe I'll be going to different areas, and that's why I'm on the ship. I know it's a little much, but it's the only port this side of the wildlands. Attracts all manners of adventurers, treasure hunters, smugglers, and scoundrels. Yeah, I think too, going back to like, I'm thinking more about the what is that called? Safe passage, but deal's a deal. Here's the rest of your payment. Of course. What do you mean all your other boats have sunk? Well, why do you think we charge so little for the fare? There's some cheekiness in the writing, some cute little gaffs and laughs with the gaming thing. That's so rough. I mean, I think it depends on too, like how much you care about keeping up with the Joneses. Can I not? I see a hand. I'm clicking. I'm thinking I can open it. I can't open it though. I'm clicking. Because like, I know for me, like if I was just playing games for fun, like I'll make up an example, right? Let me look at this month. This month, if I was just like a fan of games, like as just like a regular gamer, I would play Final Fantasy. I definitely would have hit up Balatro, all the hype of Balatro. I think I would have played that. And I think I'd kind of mainly keep it there. I mean, again, there's other games that I'm interested in checking out. But I think those are like, oh, I guess for like later this month, Open Roads and Pepper Grinder are up there for me. But yeah, like it is expensive to keep up with gaming. So yeah, I would definitely be looking for ways to keep that number low. Excuse me, what happened to the ship? It was attacked by a huge monster before we arrived. And again, that Kraken is attacking more ships than I did in the past. That is also why I do like buying physical too, because at least you can like sell it back to like GameStop or like sell it on like a third party or like a just general reseller if you don't like the game. Because there's been a couple games that I've bought that I'm like, nah, I'm good. What brings you here anyway? Old Haven is a very safe town. I'm here to study with my grandmother. Study. My grandmother's this town's potion master. I'm here to learn the trade. You learn the intricacies of the most complicated forms of magic. I doubt you'd be able to grasp the basic concepts. You're just going to get in her way when Old Haven needs her services dearly. Go back home to be coddled and let a more worthy person be her apprentice. Damn. This girl's scary looking. I think nighttime is dark so you can imagine your fears with less distractions. I told you this bitch was scary. What? PS5 remake is $300 sealed? Are you serious? Why? Is it rare? Is it just a regular game? You know what I'm suddenly getting flashbacks to? It's short printed. Ah, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, all the more reason to I mean, you won't have a sealed copy if you played it, but like even with a save data team, thanks for the raid with the party of 19. What's up, y'all? I'm Edwin Garcia, aka Gameonysus. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. This is Best of 2024 Watch, where we played the latest games in search of the greatest games of the year. Today we played Summerhouse, Snufkin, oh god, was it Melody of Moominvalley? And now I'm playing Potions, A Curious Tale. I stream Tuesdays and Fridays, 3 p.m. PT. Tuesdays a long form Let's Play. Right now it's Persona 5 Royal. How was your stream? What did y'all chat about? This is our final game of the evening. Hi, I'm Mary. Are you Luna? My father said you were coming. Pleased to meet you. Nice to meet you too. It's going to be wonderful to have a girl here my age. Why accept this ivy as a symbol of our new friendship? Okay. Suddenly this game is giving me flashbacks to like, I played this one game, I think I streamed it too, many years ago, about like Walt Whitman's poetry, but it was like a game version of it. And this reminds me of that. In both like a good way and not a good way at the same time. It's like a weird mix. I'm blessing ordering his top 100, so I decided to make a top 100 list. Does this have task? Oh yeah. Also too, like 100 games is still a lot of games. So you might have stuff on there where it's like, I mean all the stuff you'll have will be good, but it's kind of like those top, even like a top 10 list. Like sometimes it's like almost process of elimination. It's like, well, there isn't a game that's better than this, so I guess this is here. Because what's better? Well, it's kind of like what we landed with like Spider-Man 2, even though like I do like Spider-Man 2 a lot. I think it's a great game. But it is like a boring answer. But also like, is it not one of the best games of the year? It definitely is. Like, it just is. But like, you know, so. And then there's fun. I like the top 100 is interesting because then there's fun like meta rules you might make for yourself. Like, are you doing one per franchise? Are you like, you know, how are you going about that and all that? So, did you end up finishing it, or are you still like working on it, Neens? The husband is answering his door right now. I want to know why I can't open. Oh, there it goes. We could use a pick up all kind of situation. A lot of stuff came out of here, though. I do like the pickup animation. This definitely does give like old computer game that like you got into as a kid, which isn't a bad thing. I think that also like could potentially be like the aesthetics a bit. They're working so hard, I have tears, but then not an individually ranked list. I'm gonna give this a try as well. Yeah, I wish I had jumped in on that stream. I saw that he was doing it, but I don't know, I think I was doing other things at the time. Poor Emily just hasn't been the same since her father fell ill. I do think that opening gameplay section did not do this game any favors, because it was like, this is like a bit weak. I think the writing is pretty strong in its quirkiness. Oh, you can, oh cool, you can pick berries from bushes. I like that. Oh yeah, so I found Grandma's house, but I can't enter. Is this Grandma's house? Like, I must have disassociated when I found Grandma's house. Damn, now I'm lost in this game, so I can't break this. Maybe I need something to break it? My top 10 are solid. The next 20 honorable mentions, I believe I just ordered, and then I have 40 core experiences. I plan on working on my top 100 list for like many years because I also want to play more games. I feel like I don't have enough games even to pull from to do the top 100. So far, I have 21 games on my top 100 list. Let me read these out for y'all. Also, I gotta figure out where is Grandma's house? This is the inn. Let me know, because like I feel like sometimes I do like, oh, here goes. Sometimes I like stop paying attention when I'm streaming and I'm just kind of like on autopilot and you guys are like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? Hello? Oh, Luna. Yo, Granny looks good as fuck for her age. Like, I would sign up to like that in my old years. Adam, thanks for the follow. Look how you've grown. Nice to see you, grandmother. Evolve when things get bumped up. Please call me Granny. Everyone else around here does. Now I understand that you've shown some skill in the craft of potion brewing. I wouldn't call it a skill. I was trying to make some brown dye to color a scuff in the door and it exploded. Exploded, you say? Ah! That's how I'm gonna move that rock. I blew the back porch around my house. Mother was so mad. Wonderful, dear. You must have talent. Okay. Go on, tell me how you made this explosion. Well, there were some mushrooms around that were almost the right color brown, so I ground them up. It was too light to match the door, so I added a bit of ash from the fireplace until the shade matched. Then, I didn't have a brush, so I found a feather to apply it, and bam. It blew up the second I touched it with the feather. Ah, a minor explosion potion. Marvelous, my dear. You do have talent. Now go collect a mushroom, ash, and a feather. You should be able to find the ash and the feather at McDonald's farm. And there should be plenty of mushrooms on the edge of the deep forest. Can I just use the ash and the feather place here? And recap my own supply? Certainly not. Go out and search the ingredients. Okay, so I need the feather and the ash. Okay. Whoops, may I help you? Can you please help me collect these herbs? To close the objects to collect them. Oh, there's a kind of all. Okay. Thank you so much. Please keep them and put them to good use. Okay. Yeah, like, I don't think I'm gonna stick with this, but like... it's okay. Like, it's okay. Where was I? Did I go here? There is also, like, I will say, and this is just me being straight up, I'm not trying to just be like, oh, just be nice. Can I? Oh, cool. I like how they jump around. There is something, like, charming about, like, the just, like, that old PC style. Again, I'm not nostalgic for these games because I, like, didn't play PC games, like, at that level growing up. Oh, fuck. No, I need, like, something to attack. So, like, you know, that's my scenario, but... Oh, can I, like, get this to die? Now, if I could do that, that would be kind of... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I am impressed by that. I didn't think they'd think about that. That's cool. I like that. I do like that. I think if it just moved a little bit better, like, it would be less like, oh, like, cute little thing versus, like, good game. The design of this forest reminds me a lot of, like, how Pokemon games are designed. Like, it reminds me of, like, the beginning of, like, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby. Like, something about it. Anyway, so my top 100 games, I think... Is this in order? It's not in order, actually. I have Breath of the Wild, which maybe needs to be a place in Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know. I have Breath of the Wild. Super Mario 64. What Remains of Edith Finch. Also, let me just say... I don't know about Super Mario 64 anymore. Like, it's kind of like, because that's the other thing too. Like, do you pick like the best games, like if I played them today, or like the best considering the time they came out in? I like to lean on the best if I played today, but I do like to throw a couple like old school things in there. Like Super Mario 64, I think is like really incredible in a lot of ways. It's just the controls are a little dated, but I think the design is still there, so I kind of like give it a little bit of a pass. But okay, so Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario 64, What Remains of Edith Finch, Inside. I'll tell you right now, I feel like Inside, like, is it top 100? I don't know, maybe not. Portal 2, definitely top 100. Celeste, very much probably top 100. Super Meat Boy, maybe we don't need it if we have Celeste. Not gonna lie. Resident Evil 2 Remake, Fortnite, Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Land 2 6 golden coins. I put Kirby in the Forgotten Land. I feel like that's just like recency bias. I don't think I need that, but I don't need to be in there. Miss Pac-Man, kind of the perfect combination because it's an old game, but it's like an old game that is still good today. I think if you judge it by today's standards, that game still eats. No pun intended. Tetris, undebatably still amazing. Miss Pac-Man, at least I could be like, you know, I could see a world where that came out today, and it'd be like, okay, it's fun, but like, it's not my life, you know. The Last of Us Part 2, Metal Gear Solid 2, God of War Ragnarok, Super Mario Bros. 3, Chicory, Before Your Eyes. Also, with Super Mario Bros. 3, I'm not gonna lie, I have to replay it because I feel like I put down Super Mario Bros. 3 just because I know everyone says it's really good, and I've played it. Like, it's not like I didn't play it. But the old Mario games kind of all blend together for me at this point. And I know they were all good, so I just kind of want to get a reread on all of those. I want to do a list, but I don't even know how to remember the games I've played from forever ago. Basilisk. Oh, there's like a card mechanic in here? Okay. Okay, I see you with the cards. Yeah, I think unfortunately with this game, again, it's not bad, but it's not good. It's kind of like mid. It's fine. It's inoffensive. But unfortunately with a game like this, the things I do like about it, and I want to be kind of careful when I say this because I think it's very easy when we're talking about top 100 games. Of course there's better games. Like, not every game needs to be the best game in its style, but you do need to offer, like, I think, a specific flavor or combo of flavors that feels like you've earned your own time, in a sense. I don't know if that phrasing makes sense to people, but I'll try to expound on that. So in this game, the thing that I'm really enjoying is the walking around, collecting things, encountering creatures. But there's so many other games where I feel that more, and I have like other things to engage with. Granted, we're very early in the game, so grain of salt. But walking around and gathering things, it's like, I'd rather go back to play Fae Farm because I didn't play enough of that. You know, I think about the time I had with Cults of the Lamb where I'm seeing like those glimpses of combat with this game, and it's like, yeah, or I could do Cults of the Lamb, you know, like, which I already beat that game, so I'm not that interested in like going back and playing more. But those are ways that, like, it ends up being not only are you kind of struggling in a way to execute the things you want to do, but there's, like, a lot of other avenues where I can get the same kind of satisfaction. Because there is some satisfaction in this gameplay loop. Like, I'm not lying. But it's like, yeah, but it's like, it is kind of stiff. It's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Ooh, a feather. I do like the book and stuff too. Like, this is the kind of game to me where, like, I could see myself playing more of it and being like, I just got really fucking into it, but I don't think it would have earned me investing that time. I think I would have just given it that time. Because sometimes you just, like, again, you don't always need, like, a game to, like, be hot fire. Sometimes you just, like, you are drawn to the loop it has and you stick with it and you enjoy it. I am hearing cows or something, and I do love a cow. I love a video game cow. This is a bull. And he looks mean. Potions are definitely a new cozy trend. Ew, this is nasty. Ew, I don't want to look inside that. Potions and witchcraft. Basically, witchcraft is getting very popular, and I think to echo Sarah Przorsky, my colleague over at MinMax, to echo some of her sentiments, she's like, I feel like a lot of people making games now are people more our age, and by our age, like, I forget how old Sarah is anyway, but like, I'm like 30, so it's like, okay, late 20s, early 30s kind of vibe. Those are the people that grew up with like Sabrina the Teenage Witch and like these other kind of like fun witchy things. Like, magic and witchcraft was kind of a big aesthetic. I think that Kiki's Delivery Service, even though that movie's pretty old, so it's like, this aesthetic has always existed and stuff, but I do think it is very like millennial sensibilities in a sense, and I think all those people are kind of making stuff at the same time. So like, this is a big thing. Like, potions and witchcraft are totally huge, totally trending. You know, you saw it with stuff like, which I still have never played this game. Sarah says it's awesome. I bet it is. The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. Would love to play that game. Never made the time for it. Gonna continue to not make time for it for a bit. That bull won't leave me alone and turns right at me when I go near it. I thought they were colorblind. Is it the red shirt? Yeah, so I do think the writing in this is really strong. Like, I think, I don't know for sure if this was a solo dev game, so I don't want to misspeak, but whoever did the writing, like, the writing is, like, really strong, I think. Oh, let's do the spacebar thing. I do like the spacebar pickup, too. Let me go back to where I need to go. Oh my god, let me... Thank you. There actually is a Kiki's Delivery Service style game. I didn't like it. I forget if it came out. I'll have to hunt for it. I'll have to hunt for it a little bit. It's going to drive me crazy if I can't think of the name. So if anyone knows it, let me know. I'm going to Google it in a second once I get back to Grandma's house, because... Which way is back? Fuck. Okay. I'll just grab these berries. Or these cherries. I do love picking stuff up. Also, too, other games where I feel like I can get this kind of satisfaction from that I feel like are stronger. Garden Life, a cozy simulator. It kind of does have that stronger narrative through line. I mean, I wouldn't say like the writing is like quite as funny or amusing or whatever, but it seems like it has a lot of story elements carried through. Because I really do get a big kick out of, in video games, like walking around and like gathering. I love to gather in a game. Is it Old Haven the next spot? Wait, shoot. Yeah, Grandma's house is like over here. I think this is Grandma's house. Grandma! She's so alert. Okay, let me find this game. It was called like Witch something. Little Witch Delivery? I don't know. Hold on. I think I got it. Mika and the Witch's Mountain Delivery Service. This is the game. Let me try to grab you guys the Steam page, or rather like that person the Steam page, because it is not out yet. I believe I played this at Next Fest like a year ago. Now I want to look at that too. Let me see. But I wasn't into it. I didn't like the feeling of the movement in it. Granted, it was a demo. Yes, here, I got it for you right here. If you're interested, just to see what the game has going on. 4 hours in, it is timestamped. If the timestamp doesn't work, if you just Google Gameonysus Steam Next Fest, you will find that video from almost a year ago. Yeah, it's called Mika and the Witch's Mountain. It's a fantasy adventure about an inspiring witch who delivers packages to townspeople on a small island. Actually, there is a demo still available too, so if you want to... Like, I was not into it, but if you like that idea, download the demo. The demo's free, and I think you'll get a sense of, like, the feel of it. Because to me, just the feel was off on that. But yeah, that's why... I don't know if there's other games like that. I'm sure there might be, but that's the one that I know about. Yeah, glad I could grab that for you. Okay, each ingredient has a mana value, and the feather you gathered is an example of 1 air mana, or mana. Now let's craft a minor explosion. 3 types of mana. Most potions are crafted only 1 or 2. Mushroom ash with a feather. Okay. Okay, so it's got like this like Avatar-esque, you know, kind of like amalgamation, you know, like fire, wind, earth, and air. Okay. Cool. Okay, look for ingredients with different mana levels. Those with rarer can make potions that really pack a punch. You only carry 10 vials at a time. That's cool. I do like the idea of, let me say right now. I meant to, like, exit out of this part. I didn't want to, should I make more? What's going on here? Recipe book? Can I... Okay, now that you know how to craft, you're welcome to use my cauldron. There's a column farm. Probably make a second one. Again, this is funny because I don't think I'm going to play this game after this, but I still do want to make more of my potions. I have not played the demo yet. I'm going to save it for just when the full release is out, because I think I'll play that day. Actually, am I around that day? I think I might be at GDC that week. Yeah, I don't know then. We'll see. TBD on if I play it. It seems fine. Like, I feel like that game will probably be fine, but I don't think it'll be fire, and I do think I'm in more of a I have to be hot on it to stick with it kind of zone. So I might just, because I won't be streaming that week, I might just skip it. I don't know yet. But yeah, I mean, people that I've, besides yourself, like people that I've talked to who have played it are like, yeah, it's cool, it's cute. The only negative thing I've heard about it is like the frame rate is kind of rough. But yeah, it seems like a fun little thing, you know? The thing that would surprise me and the thing that would make me be like, oh, hold on, is if this was like Princess Peach's Luigi's Mansion. And by that I mean Luigi's Mansion is an idea that like sounds kind of like mid, but for me, and I know some people don't like Luigi's Mansion, but for me, I'm like, oh my god, like I love this. This is like one of my favorite games. If Peach could have that moment, like that would make me like, boom, pay attention and be like, hold on. Let's just craft through these, why not? Ah, magic doors. Yeah, there's definitely like some good ideas in here. Okay, so it's like, it was something one. One and right click, I think. I do love that. I love that space bar. Honestly, like, again, this is not like a hot fire game by any means, but like, I mean, I don't know. There's something here. Like, I'm just saying. I don't know. There's kind of actually a little something here. There's like some fun kind of lore. I do think the lore feels a little mishmashed because it's like what we have, like with Fenrir, that's like Greek mythology, right? Or does Fenrir appear in other, or Norse mythology, right? I'll be honest, I don't know Fenrir from God of War. Like, I gotta admit it right now because it's very clear that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But like, I feel like there's like kind of a lot going on in that sense. It feels a little mishmashed in some parts. Like the world feels a bit inconsistent. Damn, you can't go in here? That sucks. Ah. I didn't realize that was a fence. I was like staring at it in a weird way. Okay, well we got that little extra thing, so there you go. Alright, y'all. Well, the ice hockey, I wish I could hug one. Oh, I'd love to. I'm so excited to have another girl my age. I hope we can be friends. Yeah, we'll be best friends. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna come back, but if I did come back, we would be best friends. Cool. I think this is like a potentially good stopping point. Yo, what is good, y'all? Let me exit out of here. And let's see. Who do we have? Oh man. Hell yeah. We have Blessing is live. That seems fun. Let's go hang out with Bless for sure. That'll be a good time. Doing Dragon Ball Z Budokai and chill. Budokai was actually one of the few fighting games that I had like a quick moment with that game. We like rented it from Blockbuster and we played like all the time. Like, well, by all the time I mean we like marathoned it like while we had the rental. And that was the first time I ever had physical pain from playing a game because my hands hurt with how much we had played the game. Such a good time. Okay, cool. I'll probably retell that story also in Blessing's chat, so like pretend like you heard it for the first time. Housekeeping things. Next Tuesday. Okay, next week we should be back to business as usual. Persona stream on Tuesday. Oh, what happened? Persona stream on, did the stream die? Persona stream on Tuesday, and on Friday, I don't know what I'm going to play on Friday. The Lamasoft game comes out on Wednesday, and that's kind of like a little fun something, but since it comes out on Wednesday, I may have already played it before that Friday. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be like a catch-up stream, or I don't know. Stay tuned. I'll post my schedule on Patreon for, I think, anyone at the paid tier gets that. You also get early access at the $5 tier and up. There's a bunch of different benefits. But I've noticed a lot of people have signed up for the free version of my Patreon as well, which is also like a totally solid way to just keep up with what I'm working on and what's going on. Because I think the only stuff that I hard lock is the schedule. But even that, it's not, my schedule's not secret or anything. I just post about my work, but you get a little bit more insight into like when I'm doing recordings for podcasts. Just like a little bit more of a behind the scenes look. And it's also a really easy way for me to update when things change in my schedule. So that's kind of the perk of having the schedule through Patreon, and all of that stuff. So, yeah. Okay, cool. Before we go over and do that raid, I do want to, of course, give a shout out to my folks who are viewing, following, subbing, moderating, and of course, my sponsors over on Patreon. You too can join over on patreon.com/Gameonysus, where the rewards as low as $1 all the way up to the $25 sponsor tier. And that's these folks. These are my sponsors. They get a shout out at the end of each stream talking about McKee, Edwin Garcia, Kevin Fair, Patrick Schweigert, Platforming Fanatic, PlayItJason, Randleton, Spencer, Icasiano, and Biscuits with Davey. Thank you for helping me do what I do when I do what I do.